So now at this point you will have these two layers done here, and you're going to be looking to make the blue cross up here. But right now you will either have one of three possible notations. You will either have just this blue center here and no edge pieces here or anything like this. This is the first case. This could be one possible case. Now what we're trying to do here is get a horizontal line across. So what we're going to do is go F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime in order to get one of these notations here. Now this is another possible option or sequence that you might start with. You might not even have to do the previous step to get here, but this is what's known as the blue box. See, you have this little L here, and you'll have another blue piece here. If this blue piece was up like this, it would make a box. And this little L, this backwards L, or the box, sometimes this will be blue here as well, are the exact same thing. And you'll just have to repeat the same move again. You just go like this in order to get this line. Sometimes you might just start out with this line like this. You won't have to do any additional algorithms. It just depends on your specific cube. Now, once you have this line like this, make sure it's not oriented like this. Make it vertically. You want it horizontal. Then you just do that same algorithm again in order to get the cross like this. This piece is just coincidental, but normally you'll just have this cross like this. This is what you want. Now the only problem is that we have to match these up to the bases, and sometimes you'll have them all matched up where this white piece will be here, this orange piece will be here, and the other colors will be matched up as well. But in this case, these two are not matched up. This needs to be yellow and this needs to be red. So you're going to have to move the top face, the up face, and until you have two of them paired up. Sometimes you'll have them paired up where they're right next to each other. Other times they'll be like across from each other. You'll have two of them paired. You'll know if they're paired or not if this color and this color are the same. You'll know that's when it's in the correct spot, because these are all blue now. And we have this and this. So if you have the case where these two faces that are adjacent to each other matched up like this, you have to go like this. So you turn the cube such that you have one face that's matched up here on the right side, and your other face here that's matched up is on the back side. Then you do this algorithm here. So that's R, U, R prime, U, R, 2U, R prime. And then match the bases up again, and then you see that each base, each center edge here is matched up with the correct color. So the other case you could possibly get, a lot less common, when you have your match pairs being here and in this spot here, but it's the exact same algorithm. You just hold them such that this one here is in the front and your other correct one here is in the back, and you just do that same move in order to switch them up. And then that will put it either in the notation where they're right next to each other, or it could solve it for you in some cases. So now the final step in solving the Rubik's Cube is orienting these corners correctly and turning them such that they're in the correct permutation. So now you have to look around your cube and you have to see if any of the corners are in the correct spot. You'll know if a corner is in the correct spot if the three colors on the corner correctly match the three centers that they are in between. You will either have one corner in the correct spot, 0 corners in the correct spot, or all of the corners in the correct spot for the 3x3. So in this case, we have one corner in the correct spot only. So none of these are in the correct spots because this is blue, red, and white. We know it's in the correct spot here. So we just have to switch the other ones around. This is a very complex algorithm. We'll have it written at the bottom of the screen here for you, but here it is. So starting with it in the right corner here, you have to go U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And this mixes the corners around. See, sometimes you might have to do this a number of times in order to get them all in the correct spot, and sometimes they might just go after one time. But in this case, they're still in the incorrect spot, so we have to do this algorithm again. And now we have all of our corners in the correct spots. See, this corner here is between the blue, red, and white face. This corner here is between the blue, white, and orange face. This corner here is between the blue, yellow, and orange face. And finally, this corner here is between the blue, red, and yellow face. So once you get to this spot here, the cube is relatively simple to solve. You just keep starting with any corner you'd like, but make sure you start in this corner here, this bottom right corner. You have to go R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D, until the blue's up top here. You want the blue to be up here, and then you know you're finished. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. So now this corner's in the correct spot here because it's oriented correctly. Now turn the top such that so we have another corner here. Then just do the same algorithm. R prime, D prime, R, D. Sometimes it could take anywhere from 1 to 6 sequences to get it into the correct spot. But once it does, you'll have the blue on top and you'll know it's correct. So then you continue to turn the cube like this. Don't lose this corner here. It's very important to work in the same corner always. And then just keep doing this algorithm here until the blue's on top, and then that's it. You completed the 3x3.